Hey mom, did you get your wings? And do you hear the angels sing?
Years later, my mom and I relationship mended, but we could never talk about what happened that day. We never talked ever about that day. I went to counseling, my mom went to counseling, but we never talked about that day. So having that inside me for years and not having the answers, I just I don't know. Maybe I just wanted, hey, I'm sorry. maybe I just wanted a hug and I'm sorry for making that mistake. I'm sorry for putting you through that. Never got it. So that trauma kind of fucked me up a little bit in my life. But I forgave my mom. I love my mom. My mom was always my mom. Even, I understood that she has problems. And our relationship grew stronger later on in life, especially after she didn't have to work. And I was a bad kid, so she didn't have to worry about me. And later on in life, we became very close. And then my mom died on December 30th, 2015. And you're going to see that 1230, December 30th, is a very, very powerful number and blessing and miracle in my life. And when my mom died, my brother, my oldest brother, had an old girlfriend from high school who died, but came back with gifts. She came back with psychic gifts. And they were talking, and she was getting messages from my mom. So my brother and we started talking with her on Facebook. And she started channeling my mom. Now, she didn't charge us. She's not a psychic that has a business. She just has gifts. And she started channeling my mom. And at first, she was giving my brother, because my brother's not a believer, all these signs and messages about old songs, about his father, because we have different fathers, all these signs and messages that only he would know. And she wouldn't know. They haven't spoken 20, 25 years. And then this woman, Carol, beautiful woman, by the way, starts saying, I can't breathe. I'm having trouble breathing. Like my chest, like somebody's like sitting on my chest and I'm seeing these lights. And at first I'm like, oh my God. Like I thought she was gonna have a heart attack. And then it hit me. I'm getting the chills now. My mom was communicating with her for that day that she tried to kill us. And it was my mom's way of finally giving us that hug and comfort and saying sorry. And in that moment, all my trauma disappeared. In that moment, I got a hug from my mom, consoling me for that moment. And it made everything better. It made everything better. And when we were cleaning out my mom's room after she died, my mom liked to play the lottery. So we found all these little lottery tickets. She would play my birthday, June 10th, my brother's birthday, July 20th, July 30th, and my dad's birthday, August 4th. And she would play these numbers during the week. And I found these tickets. So while we're connected through Carol to my mom, and while we have this spiritual connection, of course, I am going to ask for the lucky lottery numbers. I'm trying. And I said, hey, Ma, what's the lucky lottery numbers? And Carol instantly said 1230. Now that's the day my mom died, 1230. But she said it so fast. I knew, I just felt it that I was going to win something. So me and my crazy spiritual mind, I played a lottery as well. I played 1230. I played my brother's birthdays. Nothing comes out. I go to the casino in Tampa Bay, the Hard Rock Casino. I know, I feel it. I know I'm going to win something. But I also know it has to be 1230. It has to be exactly in that number, 1230. I'm there for 5 days. same clothes. I'm looking at every jackpot, every serial number, every model number, every seat number. I'm looking for everything in that casino for 5 days, trying to find this miracle. And I don't find anything. And I'm down to my last $40. And then it hit me. I said, oh shit, roulette, 12, and then the next number 30. I said, that's it. So I go over to the roulette machine, and it's the electronic roulette machines. They had 4 of them. And I look in the history, and twice in the history was 12, and then the next number 30. I said, that's it. I'm going to wait for 12 to come out. When 12 comes out, I'm going to stick my last $40 in the machine and put it all on the number 30. I had that much faith. I felt it. So 12 comes out. I run over to the machine. I try to stick my money in. It wouldn't take it. I said, fuck. A different number comes out. I'm like, whew. It was a miracle. It saved me. I would have lost all my money. 12 comes out again on another machine. I run over. I try to stick my money in. It wouldn't take it. So what the fuck? A different number comes out. Whew. Save me again. I swear to God, this is the truth. Third time it comes out, 12 comes out. I run over, stick my money in. It takes it. I put it all on 30. 30. I lost it. My friend was there. I said, I told you. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I said, Ma. I played for 8 hours. I hit these numbers 13 times. I gave all the money back. I was so high on a miracle. And at that time, I just separated from my fiance. My mom died. My head's all fucked up. I caught a glimpse of a miracle. You know, for me to ask what the lucky lottery numbers were, for Carol to say 1230, for me to be in the casino for 5 days, at that precise timing to think of roulette, my last $40, the machine rejected me twice. If the machine took my money those first 2 times, I would have lost. I would have went home and I would have never known about the miracle. And you're going to see other miracles happen with 1230 as well. So in my mind, I'm in this miracle moment. My mom connected me with me. No matter how that happens, how it plays out, I was in a miracle. And I didn't want to let that go. I played for 8 hours. I held on as long as I can. Because I had that connection with my mom from the other side. My mom gave me that miracle. Even though I played for 8 hours and I hit the numbers 13 times, I didn't have any proof. I didn't have any evidence. You can't film in a casino. I had no slips. So all I have is a story. A beautiful, marvelous story filled with miracles. But just like the Bible, they're stories. What evidence do you have? So when you tell somebody a story, or when you read the Bible, sometimes you have doubts. Did that really happen? Come on. So later on in the year, decided to make a movie for my mom. We're making a movie on good deeds, and I'll explain about that later. And before we left to do this movie, I decided to start the movie to give away everything we owned, to start the energy for this trip. And at this time, I lived in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I drove 3 hours to the other side of Florida to give my best friend at the time everything, basically all my good stuff. My 60-inch plasma TV, my old police guns, my Harman Kardon stereo system, my speakers, so many different things. So I drove 3 hours to deliver these gifts. And when I arrived, he wasn't there. And he wasn't going to be home for like another couple hours. I said, oh man, I got this car full of stuff. What am I going to do? Let me go to the casino for a little bit. So Go into the bathroom, and as I come out of the bathroom, what do I see? The roulette machines. I said, oh, which made me think of the story. So I sat down, and there's two guys there, and we start talking, and I tell them about the story back in January. Now, this is November 2016, and the original roulette story happened January 2016. And as I'm telling them the story, 12 comes out. I said, watch this. And I felt it. I just felt the timing. I felt everything. So I was starting to bet a lot. And 30 comes out. I have $50 on it. So there, the machines are single. So once the machine hits, if you hit over $600, the people come out, the machine shut down, they have to take all your tax information. You can't play that machine anymore. So I hit. Machine shuts down, guy comes out, takes my information. I move to the next machine. By the time he comes back, I already shut down the second machine. And then the third machine. And then the fourth machine. And then the fifth machine. I won over $12,000 with 12 and 30. Now I have proof. And these two guys ended up becoming my friends. And one of the guys' mom also died. And he also calls her Mama Dukes. And he also had his mom cremated. And his mom also wanted the same wish as my mom, to be spread in the ocean with her ashes. So becoming his friend, I took some of his mom's ashes. And ever since then, every time that I say a prayer for my mom and put my mom in the ocean or a lake or a body of water, I also put his mom's ashes in there. So his mom can have the same experience as mine. But now I have proof of the 1230. As you can see.
I don't ever seem to tell you enough, but I want you to know, when God made you my mother, He knew who I'd need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you